Hello, and welcome to my parlor. My name is David. Tonight I'm recording a synopsis video for the Dungeons & Dragons campaign I'm currently running for my players and for anyone else out there who's interested in hearing about what's going on with us. So this is a module that we're running. I'm calling this video Skalmad the Terrible. It's a hint at the module that we are running. If you've played it before, you probably recognize the name. I'm not telling the name of the actual module because that's the kind of DM I am right now. But it's a very exciting adventure so far. It's for 11th level adventures, like I mentioned. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition rules right now. So our adventurers have been together for some time at 11th level. They're an adventuring party. They've taken odd jobs here and there, as I'm sure you know if you've played the game. But currently they're without a job, and it's the autumn of the year. It's getting colder, so they decided to head south for the kind of the winter, get to a little warmer weather, and look for new jobs. So on the way south, they're taking the main caravan road. It goes through the town of Thurun. They're in the town. They met with a lady who asked them to deliver a package on their way south. They go through a town called Moonstare. Asked the party to take this package to her daughter, the mayor of Moonstare, Kilana Dorum. It's a small box to deliver to them. Easy money was on their way, so they took that. They continued further south from Thurun, which is the main town of the barony of Thurun. It extends kind of to the south and the east of the town, at least in the world that I'm playing. They continued to the town of Moonstare. When they were near reaching the river they would cross to get to Moonstare, they encountered a party of trolls on the road. Trolls are tall, kind of gangly creatures with long arms and sharp claws they use to rip apart whoever they come into contact with. Better to eat them. This party of trolls had recently come across someone on the road who they were finishing up as our party came across them, and of course being strong adventurers and not wanting to pass up an opportunity, they attacked the trolls and defeated them. There was also a mage with them who was routing around in the pack of a young man who's largely unmaimed but definitely dead to the side of the road. As the adventurers went to see what he was digging around looking for, they found a letter. The unsealed letter was in his pack. It reads as this: The brave and honorable Baron Paramount, I truly regret that I must send you a multitude of terrible news. May I state in advance my sympathies, and tell you that I, too, am aggrieved by the dreadful events that seem to never stop in these times. Firstly, I must inform you that your son, Etherun, fell in battle against the trolls. He fought bravely to protect the people of Moonstare, making several expeditions into the troll haunt and slaying many of the beasts, but he was defeated before he could find the Troll King. A troll warrior delivered to our town a token proving your son is dead, and declaring the intentions of Skalmad and his kingdom, which he calls Varder. Regrettably, your ancestral sword was lost as well. We believe it to now be a trophy of the Troll King. The trolls seem to be even more set on destroying our town, and we believe they will attack quite soon. I am grateful for your help so far, but times are desperate, and I humbly request the troops be sent to defend us. The Eladrins of Seldualon have pledged to send aid as soon as they can, but they need more time. Even if you send help immediately, I fear our town will be destroyed before any help arrives. May the gods favor us, and this letter reach you in time. I hope this is not the last you hear from the people of Moonstare. Kilana Dorum, Mayor of Moonstare. This letter was sent from the mayor, which our characters are seeking to find in the town of Moonstare, and speaks about the Skalmad. Sounds important. So our players continue into the town of Moonstare and seek out the mayor. They deliver their package. So some simple books from her mother. But the mayor, they inform her of the destruction of the party on the road and re-deliver her letter. She despairs at a fair bit. So she asked the party if there was any way they would consider helping the town of Moonstare, as their destruction seems imminent. This Troll King Skalmad has been raiding, and his envoys have been coming from the Troll Haunt, which is a vasty wilderness, largely swampy, very wet, thick brambles and tall trees, nearly impenetrable wilderness to the southeast of Moonstare. The Troll Haunt has been a region of wilderness, a safe haven for the trolls for generations, since the Troll King Varder established the kingdom. The Troll King Vard established the kingdom of Varder generations back, probably been around a century to 2 centuries before this current time. But he was destroyed, and the trolls have been fighting among themselves ever since. They've never been united behind another leader, the mayor tells them. But now Skalmad has united these trolls, and they seem desperate to re-establish the kingdom of Vard, which was known as Vard. They say also that Skalmad has a magical eye, and that's what gives him his power and his ability to bring the trolls together. He says the eye has shown him the way of the future, and that their time is now. So, through raiding parties and those who have been captured recently, just the increased activities, and they're certain that an attack is imminent. So our characters valiantly offer to try and go into the troll haunt quietly, unlike Ethrin, who took a fairly large party to try and destroy the Troll King. This is more of an insurgency. They're trying to find the Troll King's lair, who's known as the Great Warren. This is where the Troll King is said to currently reside and send forth his raiding parties. So the mayor gave them what help she could, and told them about Bax, the lone survivor from Ethrin's party, who's still living in the town for the time, recovering from his previous injuries, since he was nearly killed as well. That maybe they could find some more information from him. Also, Ruelis, who's the local emissary to the Feywild. Moonstair is one of those special places in the world where the natural world touches the realm of the Feywild. There is a gate that opens at the full moon between the Feywild and the natural world to allow trade and passage back and forth. So they thank the mayor and take the quest, and offer some rewards, of course, for their help, and they go out from there. The adventurers had quite a few adventures in the town, some pickpocketing and other less than savory activities, but they were not captured by the guard. So after some time they went to Seabax. They found a little bit more information to help them find, hopefully, the Great Warren where the Troll King was living. And they talked to Ruelis, just found out some more general information about the area. They continued from there. Though Kilana also offered them to pay them a little stipend to help train up some of the local town guardsmen who are really unequipped for such a battle as what they're facing. So they spent some time, just a few hours, a couple of days, to help train up some of the town guards. So hopefully they can survive the oncoming onslaught. And then they adventured into the troll haunt. They had a skill challenge, our characters did, to try and find their way to the Great Warren. They know it lies to the south and the east, in a region of low-lying hills slightly elevated from the marshland that surrounds it. There's some old road ruins and wilderness, so that the old kingdom of Vard remains. Very little of it. They didn't do so well in the skill challenge. They spent some time wandering around in the forest and had some fights with some nasty creatures. They did eventually prevail, and they found their way to the troll haunt. Through several challenges and asking some questions of some of the creatures they captured. They made their way there, and that's about where we are right now. At the end of our last session, they had found the troll haunt. They had walked up to the gate of the lair there, and they had actually figured out how they were going to get inside, and they busted open the door just enough to see what's inside, and that's where we broke for the week. It was rather late. So we'll go ahead and show you the map of the region. Right there, the entrance to the Troll Haunt Warrens where we were last. This is a hand-drawn copy of the module information. So bear with me. Here we go. I don't know if you will be able to see this very well or not, but in general, you can see the gate area over here. It's the main gate into this lair, the Troll Haunt lair. There's some stairway right there to an upper level that looks down on the lower level, and there's a river flowing to the south, which also enters into the Troll Haunt. That was initially how the rogue decided he wanted to see what was going on inside. He swam his way through the bars that kind of bar the path into the cave there. He passed his acrobatics check to get through. He went down and also passed his stealth check to peek over the road. Even though the monsters were aware of their coming, he passed his stealth check, so I didn't attack him. But he saw the monsters inside and went back outside to tell the rest of the party. And at that point, knew what they had to do. They had to get in. So they decided to pull the pins. With a thievery check, pull the pins on the hinges of the gate, open the gate up with a strength check, and there we are. So that's where I'll leave it with you. Our next adventure will be this Saturday, and we'll see how our adventurers fare against the denizens of the Great Warren in the Trollhorn. So hope you've enjoyed this small synopsis, and have a good night.